Hey everyone, it's Epi the Mustang Master. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not working on my own stuff for once. I have a side project I'm working on, and then we're going to go check out a buddy of mine he's got some parts for me. So we're gonna go check out his collection and see his projects. So just sit back, relax, get some popcorn, and enjoy the show. So I am on my way to a gentleman's house. He's a good customer of mine. He has a notch that's got a Coyote swap in it. He picked this car up. It was an '88. It's actually really nice shape. The car is very interesting because it's an LX notchback, but it's got manual windows on it. And I believe it has power locks. I could be wrong, but I believe it's power locks. It's some weird combination. But the interesting thing about that car is that it's blue. It's like a medium blue regatta. I want to say it's regatta blue. It could be wrong. But the thing with that car is it's got the blue interior as well, which I was trying to get this guy to keep the blue interior, keep the blue, combine black into it, blue and black. I think it would be a great combination for this interior. So I've been working on this car since January of this year, and the guy's mechanically inclined, but he also needs some guidance with some of the some of the more detailed stuff that when you're doing a Coyote swap, there's a lot involved. You can hack it together, or you can do it right. And this guy's trying to do it right. I wish I was there, more often, but unfortunately, because of how far he lives from me and just my time frame, I'm busy on the weekends. I try to, spend time with my family and do my own projects. And I got other people wanting me to help them out with everything. So I stay pretty busy. So he's made some good progress by himself. And, I go there and I help him out with and get him some guidance too. It's not just me wrenching, but I give him some tips and, hey, let's do it this way. Let's connect this way. We just had a discussion about the air charge temp sensor, how important that is on a boosted engine. When you're compressing air, okay, you're basically crushing molecules together, and that creates a lot of friction in these molecules, and that's what raises the air charge temperature on a boosted engine. If you ever have an air compressor, you touch the top of it, you're going to notice that it's extremely hot sometimes after it's been running for a while, and that's because the same concept that you're compressing air into a smaller confined space. You're turning kinetic energy into thermal energy. It's science. At the end of the day, it's just science. But so yeah, that's why it's important to have an air charge temp sensor, because you want to monitor that, because obviously you want to be able to adjust timing for it, because that's play a key role there. That air charge temperature creates a lot more heat, and that heat is transferred down into the combustion chamber. You get hot air going into the combustion chamber, it's going to more likely pre-detonate. That's where it's important to monitor that temperature, so the computer has a way of pulling out timing. I've also helped him out with so he's doing a electric hydraulic hybrid power steering. And what that is actually, it's not like my Mustang where it's fully electric, where it's got the electric motor connected directly to the steering shaft. It's actually more of this is a Volvo power steering pump. Power steering pump is actually electric. So that's what, and it just basically runs everything hydraulic. He's got hydraulic brake booster and and obviously the power steering rack. So you have options with the Coyote motor when you're doing a Coyote swap as far as power steering, because the Coyotes didn't have hydraulic power steering from the factory, because they all 2011 they started switching over to electric power steering. So yeah, we're gonna go check out the car and just take a look and see, check it out and see what he has going on so far, and plus I'll give you a little tour of the car, I guess, and We're also going to go check out a buddy of mine, Richard. He's got a 68 or 60, no, 67. His is a 67 as well. He's got a 67 Mustang coupe, just like me. His is white with the black vinyl top on it, but it's also got a Coyote swap. And uh, it's funny because like my goal with this car is to actually beat him at the track. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, I'll be honest, but we're going to try. That's my goal. Yeah, I'm just curious to see if my setup, my old school push rod setup with a Vortec, can beat his Coyote motor. So yeah, we're going to go check him out and take a look at his car. He's also got another project, an 86 convertible that he, quote unquote, he was inspired by my old convertible, which I built up many years ago. And I'm going too fast right now. It's a residential neighborhood. I built that convertible years ago, and it just, I don't know, I think it left an impression on a bunch of people. And yeah, we're gonna go check it out. He's building that car really nicely, you know, and he's asked me a few questions here and there. I was supposed to go out and check it out a long time ago, but I never did. So yeah, we're gonna go take a look at it and see see how the progress is, and see if he needs any assistance. I'm sure I'm gonna yell at him about something, but yeah, let's go. Let's take a beat. Let's get to it. All right, we made it over to my buddy Richard's place, and check this out. This is a 67 coupe. What's the color? This is white. Wimbledon white. $18-inch wheels. I love that steering wheel. I'm jealous. This is a Gen 2, right? Yep. Gen 2 Coyote motor. This is the Boss intake, right? Or
it's the Cobra Jet.
Oh, the Cobra Jet. Oh yeah, so this is the Cobra Jet intake. PMAS Colder intake. Did you ever dyno after the incident? No. Yeah, we had a little incident with this motor, and wasn't really anybody's fault, unfortunately. But yeah, he ended up. This is the second motor he's put in this thing, only because there was an issue with the original one. But yeah, this is a Gen 2 Cobra Jet intake, and I mean, this should make easily 450-ish, I would think, at the wheels through an automatic. So powerhouse. Like I said, these things are just revved to the moon. That's his advantage over me. Let's check out his 86. It's 86 convertible. All Maximum Motorsports suspension, front and back. It's got the torque arm set up. Gutted the interior for weight savings. What motor is this again? This is
331.
So 331 stroker, coil on plug. It's got a Holley Terminator X system. This should be a little riot with the T5. I'm sure he's going to break a few T5s. But yeah, this is very, very nicely done, by the way. Makes me want another 86, I'll be honest. And then he's got the Cobra brakes front and back. And with the Hydro Boost, should stop right on the dime. All right, let's go check out another Fox body. So this is it. This is an 88 Fox body. with the Whipple supercharger. He's had this car for a little bit, and I've been working on this thing on and off since earlier this year, January, February. I can't remember exactly when, but it's quite the project, and there's a lot involved in doing. Because the problem is you just can't do it. You can't just drop the motor in. You end up having to do so much more. He's cleaning up some of the wiring. There's still a lot to do on this thing, but we're hoping to get this thing fired up by the end of the month. Yeah, there's still a lot of wiring, but we kind of just went through what to do, what to connect what. He's also, so he's got a T56 Magnum transmission, and then this is a sequential shifter. So there's some wiring involved with this thing. So, and then also he's got a, I think it's got a gauge pod for the, this gauge pod tells you what gear it's in. So that's all going to get wired in. But yeah, this should make some power.
I'd be happy if it's just started.
But yeah, we're hoping to get this thing started up and running under its own power soon. This is also what I was talking about. This is the Volvo power steering pump. It's a used unit, but that's fine. He has a bracket for it, tied it in. This is a good spot for it. Should clear the bumper. Might be a little bit of a pain to get to it, but to refill, but as long as you don't have any leaks, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But yeah, this will work in conjunction with the Hydro Boost, which is right there, and the power rack and pinion. He's also got these big Brembo brakes. He's also got disc brakes in the back, but look at these. Look at the size of these tires. These things are steamrollers. Overall, pretty cool project. Can't wait to get this thing fired up, and you'll see that in a future video, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed the content. I just wanted to show you guys some of the other projects that not necessarily I'm working on 100%, but I'm kind of helping him out. Well, Richard's car is mostly him, but he every now and then he'll hit me up for a question here and there. But Dennis's car, I've been out there a few times, and you know, these are nice, these are cool DIY projects, and you know, both of these guys are doing really good stuff for being that this isn't their profession every single day. You know, they're just kind of, you know, doing it themselves, and it's kind of important to get some guidance, you know, from somebody who does do this for a living, just because you don't want to end up being at the dyno shop, because eventually you're going to have to dyno these cars. You don't want to be at the dyno shop and then have a whole mess of issues because you screwed up somewhere down the road. So it's important to kind of, you know what you're doing, first off, but secondly, maybe get some guidance from a professional. If you have any, you know, if you have a question or something, you know, just ask your tuner. You can always ask your tuner for hey, what's the best setup for this or whatever, because eventually he's going to be tuning your car, and you want to make sure that you prepare everything for him properly, you know, so he doesn't have any issues and you don't lose a whole day of dynoing and then end up getting charged for a dyno session and the car isn't 100% because of, you know, mistakes that you may have made. So it's important to kind of get some guidance and be careful with what you see on the internet. That's the other thing, is the internet's it's so full of misinformation. It's ridiculous. I think it's important to make sure that you know the information. You kind of have to decipher the good information from the bad information. So, but anyways, before I continue to ramble on, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do some more videos like this in the future. That does it for this video. Till next time. Goodbye.